We were doing lesson number cell, and up to now we have completed different cell organelles of cell. We have completed Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum, function of endoplasmic reticulum, then lysosomes, and I have told you that lysosomes are called suicidal bag. Mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, where energy is synthesized in the form of ATP. And what is ATP? Adenosine triphosphate. It have its own DNA and ribosomes. Okay. Then this is the structure of mitochondria. Why lysosomes are called suicidal bags? Plastids we have completed. I have explained you that plant cell have plastids, whereas animal cell lack plastid, and two type of plastids were there. First one is leukocyte and another type is chromoplast. Chromo means colored and leuco means colorless, and we have done differences also. So today let us start with chloroplast, and chloroplast was the given name kitchen of the cell. And do you know where chloroplast is present? It is present on the leaves. Okay, and you can see here that it is bounded by two different membrane. Inside the chloroplast, it is having colorless matrix that is called stroma. S-T-R-O-M-A. The colorless matrix is known as stroma, and the membrane system is known as grana. G-R-A-N-A. And each grana have membrane bounded flattened sac. Sac means bag like structures that are called thylakoids. T-H-Y-L-A-K-O-I-D-S. What these thylakoids contain? They contain chlorophyll, carotenoids and phytokinins. Stroma contain enzymes, okay, for dark reaction. Here in 9th class only you have to learn that chloroplast is called the kitchen of the cell. And why it is called kitchen of the cell? Since it contains chlorophyll, and chlorophyll is very important for photosynthesis process by which plant prepare their foods. Okay. Then plastid function. What is the function of plastid? That chromoplast provide color to fruit. As I have discussed with you that tomato changes many colors. When it is not ripened, it was of green color. Then when it start ripening, it will become yellow in color, and when it is fully developed, then it will acquire red color. So all these color changes are provided by the presence of chromoplast. And why to flowers it is provided? So that it can attract the animals for pollination purpose and fruit dispersal. What do you mean by pollination? Pollination means the transfer of pollen grains of male part to the female part of a flower is called pollination. And pollination is done by two types. Self-pollination. If the transfer is in the same plant, then it is called self-pollination. If any other pollen grains of any other plant is transferred to another plant, then it is ovary of another plant, then it is called cross-pollination. Okay. And what is fruit dispersal? Fruit dispersal means spreading of seeds. Okay. Then Leucoplasts take part in storage of protein, starch and oil. Why plants store these things? These why they are keeping the storage material with it? To have energy for further reproduction and progress, growth and development. Okay. Chloroplasts have the tendency to trap solar energy. Okay. Solar energy is then converted into chemical energy. Okay. All this process you are going to read in class 10th. Now oxygen is also consumed by it for combustion and respiration. So chloroplasts help to maintain the balance between CO2 and oxygen. As you know that plants give oxygen out and they take carbon dioxide for preparation of their food. Okay. So chloroplasts play a very vital role in the process of photosynthesis. Then ribosomes. Yes, ribosomes, you know that they are present on endoplasmic reticulum, and I have told that that type of reticulum is called RER. What is RER? A rough endoplasmic reticulum, and it composed of RNA. What is RNA? Ribonucleic acid. It is very much similar to DNA. What is DNA? Deoxyribonucleic acid. So these ribosomes contain RNA as well as protein, and they are not bounded by any membrane. Okay. They are present in both prokaryotic as well as eukaryotic. You can see the size. In prokaryotic it is 70S and in eukaryotic it is 80S. Okay. So absent in mammalian RBC. Mammalian means us. RBC means red blood cells, or we can say red blood corpuscles. Okay. And we know that ribosomes are the site of protein synthesis in the cell. So all these are the functions regarding ribosomes. Okay. Then the last chapter, the last part of this chapter is vacuole. What is vacuole? It is called storehouse of the cell. Okay. It is membrane bounded. It did not contain any cytoplasmic sac. Sac means small bags, bag-like structure. Okay. They are of three types: sap vacuoles, food vacuoles, and contractile vacuoles. Okay. So three type I think you have understood. Covering of that sap vacuole is called tonoplast. So what is tono? Tonoplast. Tonoplast means outer covering of this vacuole sap is called tonoplast, and the fluid filled inside is called tonoplasm or cell sap. Okay. You can see here the pictures of this. So I think vacuoles are also clear to you. If you have any doubt, you may ask me. You can see here they are called storehouse of the cell. They are not called powerhouse. Keep it in mind. Don't mix it with mitochondria. Here the difference, very important question, difference between plant cell and animal cell. You know very well, in smaller classes also you have done that animal cell, animal start with A and absent also start with A. So cell wall is absent in animal cell. Then plant cell, P for plant, P for present. So cell wall is present in plant cell. Okay, it is a clue. to learn. Then in plant cell, plastids are present. They are of green color and the fruit changes the color. Whereas in animal cell, plastids are absent. Then ventricles and centrosomes are absent in plant cell, whereas it is present in animal cell. What are centrosomes? We have done earlier also, and you can revise it from this part. Okay. See, centrosomes are responsible for the conversion of the traits from parents to offsprings. Okay, they help in the process of reproduction. So vacuoles are large in plant cell but very less, whereas vacuoles are small but very more in number in animal cell. And what is the major difference between plant cell and animal cell? That in plant cell, nucleus lie on one side, okay, whereas in animal cell, nucleus lie in the center. In plant cell, it is rigid in structure, whereas in animal cell, it is flexible, means the movement can be easily through the membrane since they lack cell wall. Then Golgi contain dicytosomes, and here they contain vesicles. Then plant cells are larger in size, whereas animal cells are smaller in size. And the last difference is plant cell store starch, okay, for their further development, whereas animal cells store glycogen for their growth and development. I think the plant cell and animal cell is clear to you. You can make diagram and observe all the things inside it. Such a colorful diagram is there for you people. You can see and analyze each and every difference between plant cell and animal cell. So today we have completed this our cell chapter, and next we will start with motion chapter. Question answer of this chapter I will give you in the form of PDF. From there you can concern. So according to me your chapter is complete. If you feel any difficulty in any topic, you may ask me while commenting. Thank you and have a nice day.